Hey guys, it is November 14th. This is Vulcan Wolverine. This is Kyle, aka Vulcan Wolverine. It is November 14th, 2017, and the November video marathon rolls on, where I'm trying to do at least 30 videos during this month, maybe more. I'm extremely tired today. I got hit very hard last night while I was sleeping. And I was kind of thinking today, I was like, if they had to stop attacking, doing directed dreaming, basically pumping our systems full of this directed energy, while we slept, I wouldn't be doing that bad. I think I could maybe live my life, work a job. But they get me the worst when I'm sleeping. And I was in my bunker. I'm starting to put some copper mesh above it, but the stapler, the automatic stapler, busted right when I was doing it. So I only put up one copper mesh. One one thing of it. I'm gonna finish it off on the top, so I'll have a little bit of a little bit of something to block it on the top. And you can tell I'm doing bad today. My thoughts are just, messed up. I woke up and it was like my whole body had like fibromyalgia pain times 100, to where I could barely get up out of out of the bed, out of the enclosure. My back all the way, from like the back of my head down the back of my legs was just like the muscles felt like they were burnt on the inside. And I think that's, they're remote neural manipulating during the night, and just sending so many pain signals to all the nerves in your body, throughout your body. I did want to I'm going to talk about some random things on this video because I'm just uh, extremely tired. I've kind of shaken off most of the extreme pain. Like when I wake up, I go walk my dog, and it's just like I feel like I'm walking around like a zombie. My computer's saying that I have 2 days left of my antivirus protection. They can get in without, even though you have antivirus protection, but it does seem to protect some things. So I'm going to have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to maybe get help from my parents to renew that. Because I won't be able to do anything on my computer, keep them out at all, without antivirus protection. My attackers, ugh, just another thing. It's like there's always something with the targeting. I did kind of a hopeful little video last night, and I hope that story inspires y'all. Keep it with you. Keep that story with you in your head when you think that something you're doing isn't big enough. For this huge worldwide genocide. Huge worldwide experimentation on innocent citizens. But I did want to talk about something that me and Brian too kind of argue about sometimes. And I think some target individuals, this is common sense. I kind of roll it over my head, but a couple of years, or probably a year ago, I was like, no, this is true. They do remote neural manipulation, so they can create pains in your body and make it feel like you are getting external hits. But I definitely believe, and I'm 100% on this, that they can externally hit you. Like with directed energy weapon systems, they can send a beam, to your head and hit your head, or send it to your leg, or send it to your teeth, or send it to your genital area, or your backside, or your back, like I think that they were doing last night with the remote neural manipulation, with the stream of energy that's going, into my ears, into the ear nerves, and then to my brain. They were also hitting me with the direct beam in the back to hurt those muscles. And my proof for this, because I know that they can do a lot of stuff. They entrain our brains with, with the tinnitus-like sound, with the remote neural manipulation entrainment. They're entraining our brains so that they can make our nervous system feel certain things and mess with our perceptions. But my proof on this, that they can hit you with directed beams in your body, and that's not just a. It's not just a. Man, I'm really scrambling for words. So bear with me, guys. But they can, with remote neural manipulation, they can make it seem like an external beam is hitting you. They can make you feel that way. But I'm very, very sure that they can hit you with external beams also in reality, because every night I'll turn on Dave's CD or my electronic cigarette, and they will hit those things, and they actually turned off one of my PlayStation 3 controllers, just hit it so hard that it doesn't work anymore. And when they do this to Dave's CD, when they make it skip and try and stop it, I'll put my hand over the CD while it's skipping, and I'll feel heat, extreme heat. So they are sending an external beam to that. And I think a lot of targeted individuals know this is common sense. Obviously, they can hit us with external beams. But I do talk to Brian, too, a lot, and he says, no, they can't do that. It's all remote neural manipulation. It's all a stream of energy, to your brain, and then from there, they make you feel like you're being hit with external beams through remote neural manipulation. Now, I believe they can do that. I do agree with him on that, but I think in conjunction, they can hit you with a literal external beam, to your body, any place in your body, because they've hit so many of my electrical devices so precisely with an external beam that I know that they would use that, tactic on the human body. And so I wanted to make this video kind of just as an update on just not symptoms, but pain that they were creating. I was listening to Dave's CD last night, and I got it to where they weren't skipping it, because I put 18 layers of aluminum foil over it, and then I put it in this tin foil hat. I may show that to y'all this month. I'm trying not to show a lot of the aluminum foil that I use and things that I use, because I just don't want to. I've showed them before in my videos, but I don't want to really get a lot of flack from non-TIs. I don't know. I'll probably show those to you. It's just it does look, the little contraptions and the aluminum encasings that I make to keep the CD safe, it looks pretty crazy. But I've got a digital recorder now. I'm gonna convert. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna convert Dave's CD, both of them. Excuse me. Oh wow. I'm gonna convert both of them, to the digital recorder, and then Dave says they can't make that skip. So I'm working on that right now. But for the time being, I'm still using the CD. And so I just wanted to talk about that. I'm 100% that they can hit you with an external beam, like in your knee, your foot, or anything like that. But through remote neural manipulation, they can also give you that feeling, that they are hitting you with an external beam when they're not. Usually what they like to do, their protocol with me, is because I can kind of figure out things, and over these years I've figured out, kind of their tactics, my attackers' tactics, the contractors who are microwaving my body and doing the remote neural manipulation, torturing me 24 hours a day, especially in my sleep. And non-TIs, this is a fact, when we sleep, they hit us harder. So these psychos, it feels like my attackers, they don't think of themselves as Satanists. It's more of just a military job. They've got to get it done. They're in with these third-party contractors. They're testing the directed energy weapon systems equipment. It's a very cold thing, and a secular thing. I think that without knowing it, they are Satanists, because they're doing satanic ritual. If you're sitting there and you're cooking a body with microwaves, or basically pumping in directed energy to somebody's head while they're sleeping, and mutilating them, and also psychologically torturing them in their sleep, you are a Satanist. Anybody who is involved in shooting directed energy weapon systems, and manipulating people with directed energy weapon systems, even if you don't know it, you're a Satanist. So I want to let you know that. You are a Satanist. Even if you think you're just a secular soldier and you're just a scientist, or you're just doing some kind of project or mission, you're a Satanist without knowing it. And a cult member. Because you're killing people for technology and money. I got way off of what I was going to say, and I don't remember it, guys, so I'm sorry about that. But one other thing that I wanted to talk about was, I got on Derek's call because when I wake up, I woke up very, very late. I woke up at like 9:30 or something. I jump on the conference calls. I do my own conference call, late night Thursday night, but I jump on the conference calls because I've explained this to people like this. I feel like a Jew in a concentration camp, by a radio, listening to a radio, waiting for the Allies to come, and so that I jump on the conference call where other targeted individuals are, trying to figure this out and trying to think of ideas, talking about, supplements and things that they can use for pain, and just trying to get support from each other. I need those calls because it's the only time that I feel halfway normal is talking to other people who are going through this, because in the regular world, people are either ignorant of this or they're involved in it, and you feel like you're just in another reality. So I really need those calls. But there was one gentleman, and I'm not going to say his name, but he has extreme pain from this. His attackers, he's been hit for like 18 years, and he uses painkillers. And he wanted some other suggestions because those seem to not work anymore. And I was suggesting to him to really umbrella down and try and get as low, take the painkillers as least as he can, because we really want to, when we're dealing with pain or trying to get our bodies balanced, we want things that we can maintain. And things like painkillers, things that bring your nervous system to one extreme or the other, it's not going to be good for you because it's not going to be maintainable over long periods of time. Now, sometimes the pain may be so bad that one night, and I don't have any painkillers. I don't get them because I know that I would probably use them too much because I'm in so much extreme pain all the time, and I just don't even want to take the risk of doing that to my nervous system. But I feel like things like that, like especially narcotics, they're going to bring your nervous system to one extreme or the other. Like it's really going to numb your nervous system for a time, but then when you don't have them, or they've worn off, your nervous system is going to swing back to that other extreme, where your nervous system is going to be completely open and raw. And when it is, since these people are manipulating our nervous system, our brain and our nervous system with directed energy weapon systems, the things that they're doing are going to hurt, just times 10, times 20. It's going to hurt a lot more. A lot of people were giving him very good suggestions. CBD oil. CBD oil can help extremely well. And I gave him CBD oil. I'm trying to think what else people were suggesting. I can't really remember, but I suggested, and this is one thing, and I'll kind of go over many other things that I use, like supplements that can clean the toxins out of our system or get heavy metals out of our system. I'll do that on later videos. I'm going to do the video marathon for this month, and then I'm going to keep going. I'm going to still make videos afterwards, so more information to keep coming as we learn more, and we should all be putting out as much information as we can, whatever helps us with pain, whatever helps to, what we think chelates heavy metals out of our system, because I feel like if you're not getting heavy metals out of your system, those are the targets who are going to feel a lot of vibrations because they're vibrating those heavy metals within your system.